When organizational updates start sounding too clean, leaders should become concerned. The dashboard is green. The review packet is polished. The risks are explained. The language is controlled. The room feels informed. But the work underneath may already be weakening. Customer friction may be increasing. Teams may be compensating through heroics. Important trade-offs may remain unresolved. Managers may know that the forecast is fragile, and yet the information reaching leadership still looks reassuring. This is what happens when an organization loses the signal. Signal integrity is the system's ability to move reality to decision makers without filtration, compression, delay, or performance theater. It is not the same as communication volume. It is not the number of reports being produced. It is not the size of the dashboard. It is not how many people attend the review. Signal integrity answers a more important question. Does reality reach the people who can act on it early enough to change the outcome? When the answer is yes, leaders can correct early. When the answer is no, leaders receive explanations after the system has already drifted. Information flow is one of the 5 forces inside the durable performance system. Incentives, authority, information flow, accountability, consequence. Information flow determines what leaders can see, and what leaders can see determines what they can correct. This is why signal quality is a performance issue, not merely a communication issue. Most leaders do not ask for more visibility because they want bureaucracy. They ask because they feel uncertainty. A forecast slips. A customer issue becomes visible. A project surprises the executive team. A leader loses confidence in the information they are receiving. So, they ask for more. More updates, more dashboards, more metrics, more status meetings, more executive summaries, more milestone reviews. Each request appears reasonable. Together, they can create a predictable cycle. Uncertainty creates more visibility. More visibility creates more artifacts. More artifacts create more preparation. More preparation creates more packaging. More packaging weakens the raw signal, and weaker signal creates more uncertainty. The leader feels underinformed, so the leader asks for even more visibility. That is how reporting expands while truth declines. The organization appears increasingly disciplined, but people are spending more time representing the work than improving it. Managers become translators. They collect information from teams. They consolidate it. They remove inconsistencies. They add context. They anticipate executive questions. They soften language that may trigger concern. They turn operational reality into an acceptable leadership narrative. This is rarely dishonest. It is usually adaptive. People learn what kind of information the system can tolerate. If every negative update triggers panic, blame, intervention, or sudden escalation, negative information will begin arriving more carefully. If leaders punish uncertainty, teams will manufacture confidence. If missed targets create theatrical reviews, managers will spend more time defending variance. If reporting rewards polished certainty, the organization will become very skilled at producing it. The system gets what it rewards. In these environments, reporting becomes performance theater. People do not tell the cleanest truth simply because leaders ask them to. They tell the cleanest truth when the system can receive it without unnecessary punishment, panic, or political exposure. If bad news is dangerous, it travels slowly. If uncertainty is treated as incompetence, uncertainty gets hidden. If raising a risk creates more work for the person who raised it, risks stay quiet longer. The result is not silence. The result is packaging. The risk is still mentioned, but it is contextualized. The miss is still visible, but it is described as temporary. The trade-off is still present, but it is buried beneath progress language. The leader receives information, but not necessarily signal. This creates 5 major costs. The first cost is time loss. People spend hours producing updates, preparing decks, maintaining dashboards, and attending status meetings. That time is no longer available for the work itself. The second cost is decision latency. When leaders cannot separate signal from noise, decisions take longer. They ask for more analysis. They request another review. They wait for greater certainty. The third cost is rework. Teams execute against incomplete or distorted information. Then they revise after late clarification. The fourth cost is opportunity displacement. High-value work is pushed aside by visibility work. People spend time proving that execution is happening instead of improving the execution. The fifth cost is late risk exposure. Bad news arrives only after it becomes visible through failure, customer impact, financial variance, or public escalation. At that point, correction becomes more expensive. This is why more information is not always better information. A leader can be surrounded by data and still be far from reality. Dashboards are useful, but dashboards are instruments. They are not reality itself. A green status indicator cannot tell you whether the result is being held together through unsustainable effort. A forecast cannot tell you whether managers have stopped challenging the assumptions behind it. A review packet cannot tell you whether people closest to the work still trust the system. A metric cannot tell you whether a high performer is carrying structural load that should have been removed. Artifacts show selected dimensions of the system. They do not replace contact with reality. The danger begins when leaders confuse legibility with truth, because polished information creates confidence, and confidence built on filtered signal delays correction. Strong leaders do not solve this by abandoning measurement. They design cleaner signal. They identify the few outcomes that matter most. They assign a stable leading indicator to each outcome. They define who owns the signal. They establish the threshold that requires escalation. They specify what decision changes when the threshold is crossed. And they maintain one credible source of truth. This creates a different reporting environment. Every recurring artifact has a purpose. Every dashboard informs a named decision. Every status meetings end with a decision, owner, or corrective action. Every measure has an expiration point when it stops predicting performance. And new visibility requirements do not accumulate without old ones being removed. What decision does this change? If no ownership or action, why recurring? If a metric doesn't predict, why carry it? These questions expose reporting noise quickly. A useful first step is a signal distortion audit. Inventory every recurring report, dashboard, update, and status meeting. For each one, record who produces it, how much preparation time does it require, who consumes it, what decision does it change, what risk does it surface earlier, and what would actually break if it disappeared. Then classify each artifact. Decision critical, decision supporting, narrative, or unknown. The narrative and unknown categories deserve immediate scrutiny, especially when preparation and consumption require significant time. Do not preserve an artifact because it feels professional. Preserve it because it improves judgment. When bad news arrives, leaders teach the system how future bad news should travel. If the response is thoughtful, proportionate, and corrective, truth becomes safer. If the response is panic, blame, unnecessary intervention, or public embarrassment, truth becomes more expensive. The organization remembers. The next update becomes cleaner and less useful. Leaders who want clean signal must become capable of receiving it. That does not mean accepting failure casually. It means distinguishing early warning from completed failure. It means rewarding people who surface risk while correction is still possible. It means asking what the signal reveals before asking who should be blamed. It means protecting candor while still enforcing standards. The goal is not comfort, it is correction. A durable performance system does not require leaders to see everything. It requires leaders to see the right things clearly enough and early enough to act. That usually means fewer signals, clearer definitions, known thresholds, stable ownership, less packaging, and more truth. So, examine your own visibility system. Are dashboards multiplying while decision quality remains unchanged? Are weekly updates getting longer? Are managers spending more time preparing reviews than removing blockers? Do status meetings end with alignment instead of decisions? Does the same variance return with new explanation but no corrective action? Do important risks reach leadership only after they become externally visible? If so, the organization may not have an information shortage. It may have a signal integrity problem. The correction is not automatically more reporting. It may be less reporting, sharper measures, clearer ownership, better thresholds, stronger consequences for distortion, and leadership behavior that makes truth safer than performance theater. That is how leaders regain the signal. And once the signal is clean, correction can begin before decline becomes visible. If this way of thinking is useful, visit curtisstoaks.com. The books, essays, and diagnostic tools behind the durable performance system go deeper into signal integrity, organizational drift, structural drag, authority, incentives, accountability, and consequence. Subscribe to this channel for more videos on how leaders build performance that lasts. Because leaders cannot correct what they cannot see. And when organizations lose the signal, performance is usually the next thing they lose.